Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a very long time since I have been on here, but I have been a very busy girl. So I will have a video coming shortly about where I am, my trip out of California and my journey and all that kind of fun stuff coming up for you in the next video very shortly. But today I couldn't wait any longer to get my little hands on this and to review it for you. So this is my first video coming back in what seems like quite a while, probably at least like 2 months. And I have for you the Lorac Pro Mega 3. So if you don't know or you are new to my channel, welcome. I am obsessed with all things Lorac. I love Lorac eyeshadows. They're one of my #1 favorite eyeshadows of all time. Yes, they are a little bit soft. Sometimes there's fallout, things like that, but they're so pigmented and you get a lot of bang for your buck, I like to say. So I feel like even though you don't get a ton of shadow, the pans aren't very deep, they're not very big, you get a lot for what you need. Like, it seems to go a lot further. It seems to last on the eyes better. It's great quality. I never find that they don't blend well, and they're consistent. That is one thing that is different with a lot of makeup companies. A lot of companies around the holidays will bring out makeup and they're not consistent. Sometimes the formula that's in a larger pan that's a permanent item is a much better formula than something that is a holiday pan that was only brought out temporarily. So I find that they're not always consistent. They're not always the same texture. They're not always the same ease of blendability. But Lorac is one of those ones to me that is tried and true. Everything I've tried from them is very consistent. It's all very nice. And these Mega Pro palettes, when they come out, they sell like hotcakes. So this will be available October 2nd. If you are a Platinum member at Ulta, you did have a chance to get an early release, which is what I did. It came out a few days ago for just the 1 day online, limited time only for Platinum Perks. I think it seemed to be a little bit more organized this time. I'm not positive, but it seems like a lot of people were able to get their hands on them. It didn't sell out right away. But let's go in and talk about the packaging real quick. So the first thing you'll notice about the packaging is that it is white. It is not like painful to the eye white. It almost seems, it could just be because of the logoing, but although it's white, it almost to me just seems like it has like an underlined like dusty pink in there. Not a lot, because like I said, it is white, but it just seems like it has a little bit of a dusty pink thing going on. The writing on this is in a rose gold. It does say Lorac Pro Mega 3. The first thing I want to note on is the texture. Everybody knows Lorac Pro's palettes have this like, not like a rubbery texture, but it's like a very soft kind of sticky kind of like you can grip it. It doesn't feel like it's super slicky, but it doesn't feel quite like NARS packaging where it's like a little bit more of a, almost like a rubberized kind packaging. It's not like that. So this was the first Lorac Mega Pro. This was the one that like started it all. And then this was last year's. This is the Mega Pro 2. I will say that I think that this year's, it feels a little bit, it feels the same, but it doesn't feel as rubbery to me. So one of the biggest complaints about all Lorac palettes, it doesn't matter if it's a small one, a big one, a Mega Pro, whatever, is that they get dirty. And they do. They get very, very dirty. So I'm kind of OCD about mine and I clean them a lot. So mine don't look terrible, but I mean, it does get messy. So I don't know if you can see, but in between things there's, you know, I've tried to wipe it off with wipes, but there's shadows in between, things like that. They just don't stay pretty and clean for very long. And people like me, of course, it bugs me, yes, but I still would not stop buying the shadows. So, you know, you're gonna see makeup on it. It's just one of those things where with Lorac products, it happens. It also does come with a little slip cover on it. One thing that I will point out that kind of was interesting to me is that this one says Los Angeles down here. Now, all of their other palettes, The pros, the regulars, they do not say that. They just say Lorac. And these pro palettes, 1, 2, and 3, they just say Lorac on them. There's no Los Angeles. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure the backstory on why that is, but it does say Los Angeles on here. One had gold writing, the second one had silver writing. So of course it goes to figure that, you know, the third one's got to have different writing. It still does have your nice big mirror here for you, and their mirrors are actually great quality mirrors where you can do your makeup in them. So let's take a closer look at the palette itself. So here is the palette for you. The first 2 rows are mattes. The third and fourth last 2 rows are shimmers. That's the same setup that's known for Lorac palettes, is it's gonna have the first 2 are mattes, the second 2 are shimmers. There is a lot of neutrals in this palette. I think this more goes towards like rosy gold, neutral, warm kind of tones. There are a few in here that I would say are cool tones, but not very many. So most of your cool tones are going to kind of be over here. There is a cool matte mist color over here that is a little bit cool tone. But overall, I would say that most of these are warmer tones, but there's still cool tones in here. They have great transition colors between darks and lights, nudes, a few of like an orangey kind of color, tans. Very beautiful, beautiful colors. This pomegranate down here kind of calls to me. It's just very beautiful and very stunning. So let's go ahead and get to swatching. And just so you know, like all Lorac palettes, the names are on the palette itself, which I have always loved because you know what you're going for. You can tell somebody the name if you're doing a tutorial or something, and they are in rose gold color as well. So to go ahead and swatch these for you, I'm gonna just do 4 at a time. This is Pink Cream, Tan, Pecan, and Walnut. These are all mattes. And here are those 4 on my wrist for you. The next 4 on the top row are Dusty Mauve, Violet Gray, Eggplant, and DK Navy, so dark navy. Here they are on my hand for you. On to the second row. This is Crepe, Toffee, Mist, and Vintage. And this is a very gray toned matte. It's very pretty. This is Hickory, Maple, Bark, and Jet Black. Here they are swatched for you. Okay, on to the first row of shimmers. This is Snow, Kava, Cider, and Bellini. Here they are swatched for you. Sorry about that swatch, that wasn't that pretty. This is Brown Sugar, Sequoia, Glacier, and Deep Fog. The Glacier is very pretty. Then the last row of shimmers. This is Tulle, Pink Bronze, Rust, Rose Quartz. And there they are swatched for you. Here is Olive, DK Roast, so dark roast, Pomegranate, and Licorice. And again, that pomegranate is so pretty. And there they are swatched for you. So in this palette, there are 32 shades, 16 matte, 16 shimmers. The only 2 that are repeats are Jet Black, which there's always a black in every Lorac palette, which is always nice because you never know when you need something to help you achieve a little bit of a smoky eye. And you can actually achieve a beautiful smoky eye with this. You could do dark navy, jet black, deep fog, glacier, And then if you wanted a little bit of licorice, which just has a very, very small amount of purple glitter in it to achieve a very beautiful smoky eye. The other color that is a repeat is from the Lorac Pro 2, the gray palette, the cool tone one, which is Snow, and Snow is right here. So Jet Black and Snow are the only two repeats. 30 of the other shades are brand new shades to the palette, so that's very nice. I think this has a very great blend of cool tones and warm tones in it. I don't think it's either one-sided in this palette, so I really, really like this palette. I think this palette is very universal. I wanted to compare it really quickly to the most recent, which is the Lorac Pro 3 palette, not the Mega, but this one came out very recently as well this year. I think it was this year, yeah, a couple months ago. And this was very much like your rose golds, your beautiful, like classic, natural, beautiful eye. It did have a few pops of color in it. It had jet black in it as well. But you could definitely achieve so many neutral looks. So this was more for the neutral, not faint of heart kind of thing. I think that this one is definitely neutral as well, but because it does have a few different colors in it, I think that many people could use this. If you like a pop of color, use pomegranate. If you like a little bit more of your taupey, different kind of eyes, use olive. I mean, there's definitely a lot of colors in here that you could achieve several different eye looks. So on my eyes today, I used Crepe, which is all over my eyes to just give it a base. I used Pink Cream on my eyebrow. Dusty Mauve is one of the transition colors that I used after I used all of my crease colors. I also used Pink Bronze, and I used Tulle in my inner corner and waterline. And I used Rose Quartz as well. And I used Sequoia. I also used Bark. And then I also used Toffee as my transition color as well. I try every time I do a palette to use as many colors as I can without making it look like a crazy hot mess and still create a beautiful eye look for you. But I definitely think that this is a great neutral eye look. It's, you know, got a little bit of depth to it, but it's nothing crazy. I think it turned out really nicely. I do have purple, a dark purple eggplant on my waterline. I really hope that you like this look that I created. If you are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed this look. I hope that you enjoy seeing my face on here again. I will be on here a lot more, and now that I am set up a little bit more back into the swing of things, I hope to put up a lot more videos. I have a whole stash of things down here because I went for probably about 3 months without buying any makeup, and you know, with the holidays it's a little hard to not buy all the brand new stuff that's out, so I can't wait to share it with you all. Again, this palette does come out on October 2nd. It's going to be $59. It is going to be limited edition. and it is exclusive to Ulta Beauty, so you will be able to get it online and in store on October 2nd. Do not wait. I think that this is a palette, like many of their palettes, that is very user-friendly. Don't be afraid of the little bit of fallout. It's just because they're soft and beautiful and blendable. You will love it. It's limited edition, so don't wait and don't think about it too long, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.